learn about the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. So I got quite a bit done today. I got a full truckload, loosely stacked, thrown in there, of oak. So today, I'm down at City Park again. Last time I came down here, I wasn't able to show you around. I was afraid it was going to rain and the camera would get wet, so I just didn't bring the camera. But I came down today and got a lot more work done than I did the other day. This is a city park. Now, I live in an unincorporated town that used to be incorporated, and they voted to unincorporate it, so the city park is not maintained anymore. So the people of the town maintain it. See, they cut the grass. I mean, I actually met the guy who cut the grass, and they just do what they can to pick it up. The swings and the pavilion, you know, they maintain the best they can with the skills and the money they have. So the town just comes together and does things. So this is a few miles from our house. I had to go through hoops trying to figure out where I could get somebody to let me know if it was okay to cut this tree down or to cut it up. This tree here fell down. It's in the city park. It's a massive tree. After, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks of me calling the county and the county telling me, oh, just go take it. But I don't know who does it, and you know, I'm not feeling comfortable with that. If somebody stops you, just say the county told you to do it. But the person who was saying it, I don't think had the authority to say it. You know, it was just, get off the phone, Rob. You know, you're just annoying. You know, y'all wanted to unincorporate, so now you got to deal with the problem, I guess is what they were trying to say. But that's fine. Well, anyway, the guy was cutting the grass. I saw him and I stopped and talked to him, and he said, oh no. He said, if I was younger, I'd take this tree down. He says, but I'm just too old, and if you want it, get it. And he said, if, you know, you can have it, but if somebody comes down here and gets it before you, then of course it's theirs. First come, first serve. Well, it's been so dang hot, I haven't been able to get down here. And it's starting to cool off now. It's getting down into the 60s and the 50s at night now. It gets up in the 80s during the day. So I don't work too long into the day, but I get up early and I come down here. And like I said, today I got a lot done. Now, I know a lot of people will tell me, oh, I could do that whole tree in a day. Well, maybe. When I hear that, I hear people say, I can get on a chainsaw and I can cut. And yeah, that's getting on the chainsaw and cutting is the easiest part of the job. It's moving the brush around, it's loading the truck up, it's unloading the truck, stacking the wood, splitting the wood. That takes all day. You know, I still probably got another hour's worth of work getting that unloaded and stacked. And there's going to be some logs in there that I got to split. So no, you're not going to get it all done in a day. The other thing I've been thinking about is I want to be fair. If somebody else wants this also, I want to make sure they have an opportunity to get it. On the other hand, if nobody is going to come down and get it, I don't want it to just sit here and rot either. So I'll take my time and just move at a slow pace. And if somebody comes down and takes a limb or so, you know, so be it. Maybe we could work together, who knows. But now I'm going to jump up here and show you this tree. It's just massive. So this tree has to be, I don't know anything about trees, but it just seems to me this tree has to be a few hundred years old. I mean, here, look at this branch. I don't know if you can get a scale to it. Maybe you can get a scale of this. I mean, it's as big as my body, and it just gets bigger the further down it goes. They say one oak tree, 14 inches in diameter, is 1/3 of a cord. So you got to get 3 14-inch diameter trees to get a full cord. Well, I'm betting this thing's double that. I bet the trunk of this tree is probably 28 inches. I'm not even sure my chainsaw is going to be big enough to cut it. I'm going to put my hand here so you can kind of get a scale of what I'm talking about. This is just a branch. Thing's massive. And so it's going to take me a while to get this. And it's kind of in an awkward terrain. It's on a hill. The trunk is actually off on a cliff. So I got to be careful that that doesn't break off down there. My guess is this is going to make one full cord or more. I mean, I've done maybe one full branch. Not a big branch like this one, but more like, kind of like that branch there. And it's already made a full truckload. So that's incredible. Now, I will tell you, doing this in August is kind of dangerous. Of course, you gotta, see there's another branch there. It's huge. Doing this in August is kind of dangerous. You gotta watch out for copperhead snakes. So I've been stomping around as much as I can to cause vibration. They can't hear, but they do feel vibration. So my goal is to scare them off. In August is when copperheads are having their babies. And I don't know how brave baby copperheads are. They may be braver, I don't know. So I really gotta be careful. And anytime I see even a branch or a twig move, I stop and look. I don't take anything for granted. Now, as I was leaving this morning, I told myself, oh, you need to spray your arms and hands with bug spray. And sure enough, I forgot. So I'm just ate up with mosquito bites. And then I got down here and I thought this was poison ivy at first. I'm not sure. At first I thought, uh-oh, 3 leaves, leave it be means it's poison ivy. But I see several here that have 4 leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. This one's got 5 leaves. So that may not be poison ivy. But there are some that do have 3 leaves. 1, 2, 3. And I just didn't have a choice. I mean, I had to cut through it, which means I got to get a Dawn dishwashing soap shower today. Dawn dishwashing soap takes the oil of the poison ivy off really well. And every time I've done it, I haven't gotten it. When I know I got into poison ivy, and I use Dawn dishwashing soap, you know, rinse my arms off. But you take your own doctor's advice on what you're supposed to do with poison ivy. Carolyn gets it so bad. I feel so bad for her. And I know sometimes I give it to her. So it's just unavoidable. Now, this thing is so big that when I get down to these bigger logs, I'm going to have to bring the log splitter down with me, my manual log splitter. And I may only get 1 or 2 logs done at a day, you know, during the day. Cut a couple and split it, load it up, and get it out of here. I know it seems like it's going to be extra trips, but I don't want to just cut wood down here and leave it lay. Here's my thinking. I want to be fair with this. I want to be fair, and I want to give everybody an opportunity to get whatever firewood they want to get. So I'll come down, I'll get my share, and if nobody else comes down, then, you know, I feel like each day that I come down, I'm getting my share. But what I don't want to do is cut logs and somebody just take my share. I mean, I figure, you know, I live in a society where we all have to work for a living. This is my job. My job is to cut wood for my wood heat. And I figure if you're going to use wood heat, then you should have to cut your own wood heat. So I feel like if I cut it, it's mine. So that's why I'm going to, you know, I'll just do 2 logs at a time and split them and take them. It'll be extra trips, but I'm in no hurry. I already got all the firewood I need for the winter. So all this is just adding on to my stockpile. And this is still pretty wet. You want this to dry out for a year, so I wouldn't be able to use it this year anyways. I mean, there's still leaves on the branches, dead leaves, but in oak, you got to let dry for at least a year. And I need to get a moisture tester to see how much moisture is in it. I think it's supposed to be like 19% moisture before you burn it. I'm just going to come down every few days, you know, when it's cooler and cut. So I hope I can inspire you to live your dreams and work on your own terms. Thanks for watching.